Today we're going to take you step by step through the setup process of a game of Collector. One of our greatest aims in the creation process was to ensure setting up a game is as seamless and quick as possible. That way, you can play anywhere. As long as you've got your Collector booklet, pencil, paper, and 2d6, maybe even the limited edition Collector 2d6, you're ready to go. To start the game, I'll be playing GM and Danny will be a roller. You can play with multiple players, or even by yourself, but for this demonstration, we're going to go with just the two of us. First, we're setting up the roller with the roller guide. Roll 2d6 and see what quirk your character will have. Danny rolled a 1 and a 2, so he is the Bloodied Waster. This quirk is going to be tough. He'll have to sleep every third day, which means he can't roll against an opponent on that day. But it's fine. He's got this. In Collector, your roller's soul has been cursed by an unfortunate match against death, and your cursed soul is going to expire. So we need to figure out how long you have left. Roll 2d6 and add them together. Danny's going to use his Collector limited edition dice set, and he rolls a 4 and a 5, which means he's got 9 days left. Now, he needs to get a loan from a Collector and get going. Roll 2d6 to see your Collector. Danny rolled another 4 and a 5, which means his Collector will be Rowan, King of the Crypt. This greedy Collector charges a 45% tax, which isn't great for Danny. Hopefully he won't have to pay Rowan that often before his soul expires. Now Danny will roll 2d6 to see how much of a loan Rowan will give him. He rolls a 5 and a 6. He can put those numbers in any order and then add a 0. That means he's got 650 gold to start. To see how often the tax is collected from the Collector, you roll 1d6. Danny rolled a 3. Oof, it's not great news. That means the tax is collected every third day. Since Danny has 9 days left to live, the tax will be collected 3 times, and to make matters worse, because of his Bloodied Waster quirk, he'll have to sleep every third day until Rowan comes to visit at night to get his tax. He's going to have to make all his other matches really count. At the end of the roller guide, we like to take some time and think about the roller's situation, how they might bet, and how they may interact with their opponents, and make notes on the character sheet. Hopefully, with some luck, Danny will have the 1500 gold for Ubatu to cross the Black River. Now the roller guide is over and Danny is thinking about his roller, we go to the GM guide to figure out the opponents that the GM will roleplay as and control. That's me. The rollers should not see their opponents before they meet them on the day of their match. As the GM, I roll 2d6 and put them in any order to find the first opponent Danny will face. And I need an opponent for each day he can roll. He's alive for the next 9 days, but he can't roll on the 3rd, 6th, and 9th day because of his quirk, so I will only need to get 6 opponents ready. I roll a 2 and a 6 and flip their order to make 62 and get the Tomb Thief. A 5 and a 3 and the Queen arrives. A 6 and 6 brings out the Beast. A 2 and 3 and the Trusair arrives. A 1 and 2 and the Rich Noble comes out of their castle to roll. And finally, a 6 and 1 and the Red Spectre drifts in. Now, it's time to see how much gold these opponents are going to be holding. I rolled 2d6 using the gold chart. A roll of 6 and 1 gives the Tomb Thief 610 gold. 4 and 3 gives the Queen 620. 6 and 3, the Beast has a big hoard of 1120 gold. We would expect nothing less. Snake Eyes and the Trusair has a measly 320 gold. A 3 and a 4 and the Rich Noble doesn't have all that much gold. Maybe they've given it to some of the other dead rats. A 6 and 3 gives the Spectre another 1120 gold. We're ready to roll. Danny's Bloodied Waster walks into the poisonous fogs of the realm to meet the Tomb Thief as his first opponent. We're ideal hands, and this is Collector.